Welcome. Welcome to Squinia.com. I'm going to walk you through a simple demo I can understand how the platform is all about. So let's log into this first account for a learner. This is for individuals. So for individuals, you are able to track your progress and you have an accountability partner like the streaks, how you've been completing your scenarios each day and how you are improving the trajectory. In every skill gap, how you are improving issues and your level of communication, which it will even unlock some certificates for you. And also your report histories on all the scenarios you've picked, where your strengths are and where you need to improve next. So let's try like a scenario. We have different scenarios here. So when you create a scenario, you have a simple AI that will help you generate that. That's for individuals. For example, the AI product manager is angry about a missed deadline. You can create other scenarios simply by copying some jobs descriptions and paste in order to practice for the interview for the job description. Or you can do this in order to train for a workplace communication or a soft skills that you want to communicate really well when in an interview or workplace or anywhere. You can just place the scenario that you play, play that, and you play that scenario with it. So for example, let's play this scenario. Great. Let's have it phone or with a voice. And just a simple 5 minute medium. Let's give it a lady and let's say that's fast. Handling an angry AI product manager. Let's start this.
Hi, I wanted to discuss the recent project deadline that was missed. I'm quite frustrated about the situation and need to understand what went wrong.
Yeah, so the issue that went wrong is we have a blocker of the AI credits. So I've reached out to the account team, which they will send the credits. They give me a deadline of
So you're saying that they give you a deadline of? I'd like to know exactly when we can expect to receive the AEI credits. Can you please provide a specific timeline from the accounts team?
yeah, so by tomorrow, let's say. So in order not to take the demo along, at least this shows how you make the conversation. And after you get a rubric feedback on it. So you end the simulation like this. Yeah. So here you can be able to play the recording. You can see what you actually spoke, the transcript, and then the evaluation is currently evaluating right now. And after some moment, when you refresh, you get your score. Yeah, so this was an actually poor performance because it was very short. I haven't taken time to explain anything. Yeah, like that. It's just a simple talk in order to show on a demo how it works. But you see from where to improve, I can see these are examples of where I can improve communication clarity. This is what I actually said, and this is what is telling me how to improve it. So try to use more concise language. For example, you can say, we have a blocker with the AI credits. I've contacted the accounting and they will provide the credits by a specific deadline. I say that's give a more clear communication than what I actually said in the first place, which I'll say, yeah, so the issue went wrong, we have a blocker, blah, blah, blah. So next time now, I know that I need to say something like this. And when I keep practicing, it will just become part of me and I will pass with a great score. So now we can, from here, we can see our sections, what we did in all other practices and see the recordings and our scores. It shows our achievements. This is when you've been assigned a simulator by an instructor. Yes, so this is it for a learner currently where we are at. And then let's try now for an organization. the how an organization will be able to handle their cohorts of learners. For example, so great. So for example, this great organization, for example, Andala, you can put your logo if you want to. So with organization, you can see the book and you've created, like the cohorts. You can invite members. You can invite members, different students into your cohorts. You can be able to check their progress for each cohort and each individual how is working. The aggregates is at times his best and what they have been doing. The skill map, you can be able to trace the skill gap between your cohorts and between students in the cohort. Here are different scenarios that you can create for your students in order for your students to practice and learn from it. Like, okay, customer escalation after a miss air delivery, and in plain English, project clients. So candidates explains career gap for recruiter. So this is not only technical, even if you're non-technical, looking to improve soft skills for non-technical learners, you can create any kind of scenario you want to create on Squinia, as long as you want the user to be able to practice and improve your soft skills. So it's not limited to a particular niche, but to everyone. And you have personas, which you can be able to create each personas. You have AI that will even help you with that, or you can create it yourself based on the personality you want to give and also who you want to create as a persona. Give the image, the voice, and who the person role is, and is he a male or a female? You do that. Rubric dashboards that you will use in order to, like, you want to, in this set of code of students, you want them to improve in this particular set of rubric feedbacks. Then you can create rubrics like that. Each and every scenario they played, you extract those and see how they are doing well in their communication with others. For example, you can use this in order to add, edit, write on it, like evidence, use tone clarity, adaptability, teamwork. You can even use AI to help you generate that quickly. You can use this to be your default for each scenario, or you can select for each scenario. You can be able to give assignments to your cohort learners. You can create assignment, give it to a cohort, write the title of the assignment, select the scenario that you want them to do as an assignment in order to complete it by a particular due date, which is important in learning when training individuals. And then we have this feature, which is for vetting. This is when you want to, like, assess candidates. Maybe you want to employ candidates, or maybe you want to access a group of candidates before they register into your program. You can do this in order to send them the link, they practice, and you see how they handle communication in scenarios like that. So you get their scores, what they practice, who they practice, get the recording in order to play it and see that, okay, yeah, this person has actually passed the scores that we need. They can join us in this organization, can join us in this program, and even HRs can use this to ease their work in order to see who actually is good at soft skills communication for a particular job. So it helps vet and assess any candidate on their soft skills. You can use any scenario you want to test that candidate on, which bypass the limit of, in an interview, we only say what had happened. But why not we practice it and show that, yes, this is actually how we handle it, which is true, rather than we can formulate a story for an interview. So this is why I feel this is a very great feature for Skinner. Can create either of the scenario, the passing score, time limit. You can add your logo so that when the candidate enter the link for the assessment, he'll see your logo. Okay, yeah, you're the one that invited into this interview, and he will have the simulation. So analytics show everything about your cohort and how it's improving each cohort and each student in a cohort. You have your settings too. You can invite your staffs and take care of every role that a staff will help you in managing the consistency of users in the cohort. So you can be able to see how your learner will view the screen for anyone in a cohort. When you invite, learners will be able to see all the scenarios you've created and published for them live. You can be able to see those. You can see the assignments here. You can see the scenarios to practice at their section and everything, and they will be able to practice, which is actually a very great and mind-blowing, interesting project to have. I like to democratize soft skills communication for everyone, which is really important now, most especially in times of AI now, that AI do most of the jobs. Soft skills is very important now, even in employment and much of our day-to-day meet up with people. It's good to know how good you are in communication and improve it. So, all right, this is great to have you. I appreciate it.